नमस्ते बच्चों, खुश रहिए. I JV Muskan Kumari from the Department of Science and Technology, and I'm working here as an assistant professor in Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University and Faculty of Education and Methodology. So, just recall some sessions which I have completed uh, before starting this session. Your basic computer networking architectures, your designing, transmission mode, and various more topics which I have discussed before these sessions, isn't it? And now today I will discuss your session. That's topic name is the category of the computer network, which is already discussed some points in the previous sessions also, isn't it? So today I will discuss basically the category of the computer networking. And so to make it in easy way to understanding all of you, I'm just sharing some files which will help you to better understanding. Okay, so hold 1 minute. And yes, this one here. This one is the basic files or the category of the computer network, isn't it? So, what is the computer network? It is well known to all of you that there is an area where you are situated in so many computers and the nodes, and that all nodes are interconnected to each other for the further communications, isn't it? So, one way to categorize the different types of computer network design is by their scope. The first parameter on which you are dividing the computer networking is the what their scopes or the scale, isn't it? For historical reason, the computer networking industry refers to nearly every type of design. They are defining that computer networking category on the types of the design as some kind of area network also. So common examples are LAN, wireless LAN, local area network, WLAN, wireless local area network, WAN, wide area network, and MAN, metropolitan area network. Okay. So firstly, we will discuss about the LAN. What is the LAN and what is the working of LAN? Clear? So make it an easy way to understanding you. You can please see here that LAN is basically connects the network device over a relatively short distances, isn't it? In network, office, building, school, home usually contains the single LAN, though sometimes one building will contains the few small lands also, perhaps one person, and occasionally a land will span a group of nearby building. In this TCP/IP networking, a LAN is often but not always implemented as the single IP networks. Okay, subnets, single IP subnets also. In the additional to operating in a limited spaces, LAN are also implemented typically on so controlled and managed by a single person and the organization. Suppose that in your organization there will be one administrations or admins uh, who are basically managing your all the networking which is connected through your LAN wires, isn't it? So what happened here, they are the single persons who are the administrator and they are controlling over the internet working, not networking or transmissions or the flow of the data transmissions through via using the LAN connections. So that is basically owned by the single persons and also managed by the single person. LAN are also typically owned by, controlled and managed by single person or the organizations also. So they also tend to use the certain connectivity technology and primarily Ethernet and token pairing. Okay, you can see here that this is the diagram of the LAN. Here you can see that there are multiple PC, isn't it, which are at the different geographical locations, and here is the server who is managing the data which is connected through the switches to all the systems, and network attached printer is also here. So you can see that these all are the architectures, and this type of architecture is basically managed by the organization, single organization, or the single persons also. Now if we talk about the wireless local area network, now if we talk about the wireless local area network, so as the term implies that wireless local area network, or here you can see that the WAN large physically distances. The internet is the large WAN spanning the earth, spanning over the earth. A WAN is a geographical dispersed connections of the land, isn't it? A network device called the router connects the LAN to the WAN. It means the connection is basically depends on the LAN, but you are broadcasting or you are spanning the LAN in the few large geographical area regions. Then this is the formation of the WAN, isn't it? So in IP networking, the router maintains both a LAN address and a WAN address also. If we talk about the WAN differs from a LAN in several important ways. Most WAN, like the internet, are not owned by one organization but rather exist under collective and distributive ownership and management. WAN tend to use technology like the ATM, your frame relay, and X.25 for connectivity over the longer distances also. Okay, so now if you talk about the wireless LAN, then you can see here that this is the diagram of base diagram for the WLAN. Like here you can see clients of the system is connected with the router switch, and this is the computer and network components, and here is the modem through which they are connected through the which is takes the connectivity through the internet, which is takes the connectivity of internet, and through this router and switches the multiple clients may be connected here, like the wireless by using the routers clients. Your mobile phone and the laptop is connected, and this one is connected through the LAN, isn't it? So this you can say that this is the example of the WLAN. Now if we talk about the wide area network, so a wide area network is the network that spans more than one geographical location and in the different network area, often connecting separated LANs, and WAN are slower than the LAN. WAN are slower than the LAN and often require additional and costly hardware like your routers, dedicated leased lines, and complicated implementations procedures also. Now you can see here that this is the Seattle and Toronto, New York. These are the different what you can say is country. Here if you talk about that how they all are connected through these ones, and if you talk about that how your connectivity is established whenever you call make a call to your colleagues which is out of this country, isn't it, which is say in the another country. So this is just connectivity is through the WAN, isn't it? This is the wide area network that through which you can connect with your colleagues which is abroad from your country. Clear? So WAN are slower than the LAN. Why we are calling these ones that WAN will be slower than the LAN? Because in LAN the connectivity and the accessing speed will be high, but due to the WAN the connectivity and speed will be slower. Why this is happening? Because it might be there some problems arises through the you can say that there may be some occurrence or errors will be generated through the transferring of data by using the WAN, and but in the LAN you can easily maintain and handle that the errors which is occurring in your LAN connections. Clear? So this is the diagram of that ones that these all are connected with your another's, and this is connected with another. Now if you talk about the MAN, metropolitan area network. So, what is the metropolitan area network? A network spanning physical area larger than land. They are spending their physical area larger than the land but smaller than when, such as a city, a man is typically owned and operated a single entity like the government body or the large corporations. Isn't it? That is known as the man metropolitan area network, isn't it? And you can see here that the metropolitan area network, here you see this is the wide physically area networks than the land, but smaller than the WAN. Clear? Now, if you want to take some examples regarding these ones, then I can also say like what there may be some. I can also tell you like this type that when will be the uh, when will be the wide area network which is in the different locations and different geographical location with a different network area, isn't it? And wide is spreaded over the globe. But if you talk about the man, then you can take the example of the government corporations, isn't it? Through which, suppose there is a company who has established their server in in one states, isn't it? And they are providing the internet services or whatever the services to whole over the that state, to whole over that state. So this might be, mm, you can say that this is the uh, physical area. The physical area of land is greater than, of course, because whenever they are giving the services to whole that states, then they need the more geographical area, isn't it? More geographical physical area. So they are more physical area, they are spreading their all the man, and connectivity is established there and provide the services to all over that states, isn't it? So this is the sessions about this is the whole sessions about your the category of the whatever your computer network, where you have read the what is the land, what is the man, how this performing, isn't it? So this is all about your these sessions. And again we are just going to conclude that what is in under this topic. So firstly you have to describe some computer network definitions, then you should come to the category of the computer and network, why we are categorized this one. So we are categorized this on the basic of their architectures and their shaping, and also have taken some, also take the some what categories or the parameters on which we have divided these ones. So that will be your design and the some kind of the area network, whatever the area network you are choosing, and what are the designing of the area network. So on the basis of this ones you have categorized this, so that there are LAN, man, WAN, and wireless local area network. Wireless local area network is just like concluding the features and advantages of your LAN. Clear? And LAN, then MAN. MAN is basically the metropolitan area network, which is the large physical, taking the large physical area rather than the small area of the LAN. Clear? So now come to the next point. Uh, uh, when then this is the basically, and if you talk about the use of metropolitan city, so you can easily use the metropolitan city in the bank, in a city like the bank, isn't it? It can be used in airline reservations also. And if you talk about that, it will be used in the college within a city, uh, like the state college. And it can also be used for the communications in the military also. And WAN is basically wide area network. You will know about wide area network is quite larger than your LAN. And MAN, wide area network, is not limited to single locations, but it spans over a large geographical area through the um, through your telephones and fiber optics and cable satellites also. The internet is one of the biggest WAN in the world. The wide area network is widely used also for the business purpose, isn't it? So example maybe the wide area network like the mobile broadband, like your last miles. A telecom company is used to provide the internet service to the customers to hundreds of cities by connecting their home with fiber and private network also. Advantage will be the wide area network is like geographical area. Wide area network provides a large geographical area to the large, suppose if the branch of our office in a different city, then we cannot connect them with through the WAN. And centralized data, in case WAN network data is centralized, and therefore we don't need to buy emails, files and backup servers, get updated files. Software companies work with the live server, and exchanges of the messages is also done through the WAN, and sharing of software resources is also happening through the WAN. And if you talk about the global business, then it can be also through the internet globally, which is supported by the WAN. And high bandwidth, if you use the leased line for our country, then you can also use the high bandwidth. And the high bandwidth increases the data transfer rate, which in turn increase the productivity of our country, isn't it? So our company, and so this is all about all the sessions is your uh, category of the computer network. Please read these sessions carefully, and if you have any problem regarding this session, then please let me know your query by putting your query in the comment section box, through which I will resolve your query in the next session with you, isn't it? And please read this session from multiple resources like your online websites, and also you refer some standard books. And then uh, please do some possible questions which maybe arises from these sessions, like the define the man with an example. uh, which is the best landman and when, please define this with some specific points and some highlighted points, isn't it? So we prepare these sessions, and also attend the next sessions which I will discuss in the next session with you, isn't it? So the next session name will be the signals, how your data is transmitted from one to another. This is with the help of the signals, and how the analog signal is converted into digital signal. What is the periodic and aperiodic signal? So about the signals we will discuss in the next session. So please attend that session. Okay, thank you.